Good morning. Good morning. How are you today, guys? What's up? Let's wait for 2-3 minutes. And how are you today, guys? Let me stop the volume. Dobro jutro. Yeah, I had a nice weekend. Now we have to see what we can expect for this week and to see what could possibly happen. Today we had a beautiful entry early in the morning. I missed it because I was sleeping, but you can see if we adjust it like that, beautiful breakout, and the price made 78 pips. Now possibly it will break out the previous high, but I'm not sure what will happen after that. Good morning, guys. Good morning. I hope you had a good weekend. You rest, get some rest, because I hope that this week will be intense. Now, okay, there are 50 people live, so let's start as we always do. From the weekly time frame. If you watched my video that I uploaded about the fundamental and technical analysis, I actually in the end I made a quick analysis on this chart in real time, so it's basically the same. We have a huge impulse, like a side movement. Okay, I'm not going to draw here. And now the price is meeting some resistance, but eventually it closes here with a breakout of the first resistance. After that, this candle also, you can see, closes almost like a pin bar. So probably the bullish movement is still continuing. On a daily time frame, again here we have a huge support zone. We have first, second, third, fourth resistance, and the price breakout the previous highs. So this eventually, guys, means that the bullish momentum is continuing. Let me okay, I will open other chart. Okay, here it is. You can see how perfectly the price gets a support here and breaks all these previous highs here. That means that this momentum probably will continue. If we apply Fibonacci, probably, yeah, it get a rejection from 61.8, and if you're trading due on Fibonacci, you know that we're expecting the profit somewhere around 27.2. If you don't know this strategy, there is a video in my YouTube, go and check it. I explain everything super easily there. So probably now we expect the price to reach somewhere around 2,530 price, which is almost 1,000 pips from now. But of course this is on the higher time frame, so until there is plenty of time. Also the entry based on this strategy, if you like swing trading and stuff, can be somewhere around this candle, because this is the engulfing candle. Before that we don't have an entry. So if you like this long-term trading styles, I don't like it, but probably there is a opportunity now, but the stop should be really high, so it no, I will stop with this. 1000 pip stop is absolutely tough, so we're not going to look at this. But initially the momentum is bullish. This is gold to US dollar. I will proceed answering the questions that you asked, but let me move on with the analysis and then I will check what you are asking. So again guys, initially at this moment the price is very bullish in my opinion, until potentially breaking this daily trend line, which is again 500-600 pips from here. I think that the momentum is bullish. Let's see now on 4 hour. Probably here the price created some order block with this double top, as we thought. Double top, it made a breakout here on the previous bottom, then it returns to this support area right here. You can see how first it was a resistance, then it created a support, reached it again, and the price fell very strong. Again, these are the higher time frames. So the price fell strong from here and again couldn't break this trend line, and again, as we said, this area that turns from resistance to support. Test it again, third time, only here third time, and after that creates a huge impulse. So all these things tells us that we are not going to look for sell positions. Probably we are only going to look for buy, because the momentum is really bullish. Also guys, please click the like button, leave a comment under the video, so it helps me reach more people. Thank you. Now let's move to 1 hour to see what we have. Let me just show you something here. This thing is called Quasimodo. Quasimodo is basically same as here, something like here. It is like head and shoulders, but let's make a quick tutorial. We have to have a Quasimodo, we have to have, let's say, a bullish impulse, bullish trend, then the price creates like the shoulder of the head and shoulders. After that creates a head, and the second bottom, excuse me, breaks all the previous bottoms here. After that the price returns to where the left shoulder was and starts a new bearish trend. This is very strong pattern. It's like a head and shoulders, but this right bottom before the right shoulder has to break the previous bottoms. After that the price returns to the area around the left shoulder. There could be something like a zone there, stuff like that, and or most of the times, not most of the times, but sometimes here around again the left shoulder there could be some demand zone. So this is very strong pattern. If you're wondering what the hell happened here or here, this is it. You can see the head, breaks the previous bottoms, returns to the left shoulder area and starts to fall. Here absolutely the same. You can see where the resistance for the first shoulders, first resistance, second, and the third time the price again reached this area. So probably now I'm thinking that probably the price will test this area again, but this time it could probably break it as a liquidity, because probably there are stops there. So that's why I'm thinking that at this moment, unfortunately for us, we missed the entry because it was early, super early this morning. After that we had a possible chance of entering again, but I was heading to the office and I missed it and the price was already here. So unfortunately, let's move to the other chart. Yeah, now the price breaks the top, but we're not going to look for sell positions because I told you the momentum is really bullish, and probably unfortunately this morning we will be left without entry, just because now if we enter now it's too risky, because the stop should be at least at this, under this bottom right here, which is 80 pips, and now it's just breaking the top, which means that it might made a correction. We will wait to see what will happen. Unfortunately, I don't like the moment that now if it makes a correction but breaks this bottoms right here, we should wait to see a huge rejection here to enter another buy, because it might grab it like a liquidity and to make some fall to get the Asia session low. So we have to be aware of every possibility, guys. That's the market. Also, I want to show you something that unfortunately I missed, but look at this beauty right here, guys. This is from Friday. The price collapsed. After that it returns. I thought that here we will see order block, but it was too obvious, of course. So the price breaks it, and you can see this morning it just returns. Probably it would not even open a trade if we put a buy limit right here, but you can see how perfectly things works. 120 30 pips, beautiful breakout, fast test right here, and the price starts to go. And look how perfectly everything works. It breaks the previous top, pin bar. If you know what I'm trading, if you are in the inner circle, I speak about these things. Huge rejection on the breakout, grab the liquidity, returns. You could catch 1 to 2 trade here, 20 pips. Okay, it's not 20 pips, it's the distance on the pin bar. It's like a scalping strategy. 15 pips, 30 pips. You can see how these things works perfectly. After that, super simple trend line. The price gets rejected with this candle. There is nothing that we could go wrong. Only if we know how to read the candles, we know what liquidity is, we know how trend lines works, we know how to determine the bias. Super simple things, and you can see how we can get advantage of the market. Have you started the 20 challenge in your inner circle? No, my head is busy with other things. I promise, because I promised, and I promise I will do it, but I just have to do some stuff before that, and I will make announcement, and we will do it definitely. Make a video about liquidity. Yes, guys. Also, you have to know that I will start to make educational content, and I already started, but it will get better and better, I promise. I will probably take an editor, someone to edit the videos, because I have super basic knowledge, and I promise I will give you super value educational content in YouTube in the future. Sir, PayPal does not allow 20% coupon. What's the issue? I actually don't know. You can find in the description, there is a link to my there is message me. You can see here. Write me a message in Telegram, and we will see what the problem is. Sir, can you tell which session is best for gold trading and what is the difference sessions? So I'm trading only London and New York sessions. So now is the London session, but today you can see that my strategy, the breakout, happened really early, so I missed the entry. Now we will see whether something will form, but for now I think that the bullish momentum will continue as we speak, to break probably these areas right here. We'll see if there is some correction to the trend line. Probably we could expect, let's say, something like that, or we should always be aware of possibility of breakout. So this is what I will focus now on, because now on the breakout it's too risky to enter a trade. I will wait for it. And other session is New York. New York is where manipulations happens. You can see this order book and huge impulses. Last week I told you a super simple strategy how you can predict potentially what the market will do, and you can see it here again. Very good candle from the opening of the New York session on 1 hour. Of course, the price creates a manipulation, but eventually it continues with the bullish movement. So as we spoke, we see the candle from 3 to 4 in my country. You can see what time is now in my country. From 3 to 4, the opening of the New York session, you see where the volumes are directed to, and this is a very good candle. Huge wick on the downside, almost no wick on the upper side. So this is very focused direction of the market. So we go on the smaller time frames and wait for some retracement. In this situation with this fall, it was a little bit risky, but initially it worked out. So I thought this is more like determine the bias. Which session you set up trades? London and New York. Hello, which pair is this? We are you have to know that in Bulgaria we are very fortunate, maybe is the word I mean, because the Asian session is during night. So the Asian session is one of the slowest sessions, most of the times, of course. And when we wake up in the morning, it starts the London session, and in the evening we can take the afternoon to rest and stuff like that, and at 3 p.m. it starts the New York session. So we're very fortunate in Bulgaria, because the sessions are in very good time frames for us. We have to be aware of this. which pair is this? This is gold. I'm only focused on gold. Of course, if you want me, we can make analysis on different different pairs, but I'm only focused on gold for now. Also, guys, you have to know that I am speaking with one very good trader now. Let me tell you, this is more like a secret for now, but for the people in life. So we are thinking of start to work together, and he is one of the best guys that I know with euro and British pound to US dollar, euro to US dollar and British pound to US dollar. So I am thinking of implementing euro to US dollar and British pound to US dollar in my trading plan, but probably only for the inner circle. Not probably, but definitely only for the inner circle. So we are not going only to trade gold, but we will add different currency pairs also, so the value is better. So tell me, guys, do you want, until we are waiting for something or the price to reach eventually the trend line, do you want me to make analysis on some different pair? Let's use our time properly and not Bitcoin. Okay, let's have a look at it. Look, guys, I can't believe my eyes. Look, if you don't understand, I will make it British pound to US dollar after that, but just let me show you, because sometimes I met a very bad words from some people that I'm trading on trend lines, I'm trading on levels and stuff like that, which was amateur stuff and stuff like that. You can see, let me explain what we are seeing here and how these things works, and if you know what to look for, they work best, and you don't have to make your life harder with all these indicators, all these fair value gaps on 1 minute, on 5 minutes, and other hard to pronounce things that are made only for beginners to take their money to sell them some courses and stuff like that. You have to know that chart pattern or these candlestick patterns works on models. The market is not predictable, but the market works in a concrete way. I don't know, concrete is the word, not like the concrete, the material, but so when you know potentially how the market works, you can you can predict much of what is potentially to happen. What I mean, look, the price starts to make a correction here. We have a huge trend line. This was even, I made this analysis live, I remember it. I told you that here there is a zone and the price potentially will return to this area right here. You can see how perfectly it matches. It touched the trend line, touched the zone, and starts. Also, we said if the price made a good breakout here, it will probably start to go up, but the price gets a rejection, and you can see breaks this trend line and starts to fall, breaks this zone like a liquidity, and probably it reached some swing area right here. This is my favorite candle. This means huge resistance, or in this case huge support. The price starts to go up again, couldn't break the trend line, now it breaks it. Starts to go up, it reaches almost the previous top, like is the strategy, and then fall hard, fall rapidly, and look where it goes. It made a test on this trend line and again starts to go up. You can see how this trend lines works perfectly. If we go on the 4-hour, you can see here we have two bottoms. That's why I draw a trend line. We have a breakout test, and after that the price again tests the trend line. Beautiful. So from here also you can see here how many times the price gets rejected. So probably the last time there is even some order book here on the smaller time frames, or probably not, but probably this fall, I mean, I'm thinking why Bitcoin falls so hard, but probably it's because of some news, or there is some something that made people get their money out. But in both cases it is something like 20%, so I don't think it's something that is super scary. But again, the scary part is probably that now we have a breakout and a test. So if this continues, it will probably, the first area, I will delete this daily level right now. Okay, let's stay, but probably the first zone that is possible if it's continued this way is this bottom right here. And guys, if it breaks it, yeah, probably this, of course this is just some overview, fast overview, but because look, if I adjust the trend line, you can see how, okay, there is probably a fake breakout. Yeah, guys, there is a possibility, I think that there is a possibility that Bitcoin continue to fall right now. With, let's say, 20% more to the 40,000 area, which probably if it reaches this zone right here, I will wait for some rejection and probably I will jump into buy positions because the price will be very discounted. Because you have to know that I also believe in cryptocurrencies. I also think that they are the future, and this fall of the price is more like an opportunity for us to enter again. So yeah, I will not go on the smaller time frames because I don't like to observe crypto on smaller time frames. Actually, it works, my strategies works perfectly on the smaller time frames on Bitcoin, but I don't think that Look at this. It's so ugly. But if it breaks, the next stop is here. Okay. So with 2 words, of course, this is not a financial advice. This is just a quick overview. I think that now Bitcoin is very bearish at this moment, and it's not a good moment for now to buy, because until it look, even if we do something like that, it already break out. So I don't know, until it reached some area and made a huge rejection, I think it's still bearish right now. Okay, with which to continue, let me just check here. Should we buy it right now? So I'm thinking, guys, because it looks good for buy, but at the same time, yeah, I don't like these entries in the middle of the impulse. Yeah, I will stay with my first thoughts, and I will wait for some correction, not enter here right now. No matter that, it actually looks good. Okay, British pound to Japanese yen. Ooh, nice fall. 2000 pips. Nice. What to say, guys? We have probably 20 red candles on daily time frame. This is absolute massacre. Look, even the RSI probably hit the 0 point. Yeah, almost zero. I haven't seen something like that. It was almost 100 and reached the 0. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. So probably now the first thing that I'm seeing is this daily time frame candle right here, but this is too far. Probably the price will just return to this support area like a swing zone, something like that. And probably the other thing is that when we see such a huge impulses, probably now the price will make some side movement. and after that potentially to do, but this looks like it will make a correction, and in one moment it will make a breakout and continue the fall like here. But you can see after this huge impulse, let me see something else to show you. Make like that, and yeah, even the second impulse is bigger than the first one. But yeah, this definitely is going to break out in some moment, whether it's from this area or from the trend line, and continue to fall, because you can see impulse, correction, and after that, most of the times this is how market works, a new impulse is coming. British pound to US dollar. Very ugly chart. You can see why is that like this. You can see how candles opens, there are gaps and stuff like that. Okay, British pound reached the 78.6 area, so probably this is a very good order block, guys. Here, very good, but on daily time frame, so this is huge. But probably British pound will do something like that, because the impulse, the correction is too deep now, and when the correction is too deep, it means that probably now the price, let me check on 4 hours. Yeah, you can see here we have we don't have a trend reversal figure, but there was a potential of Quasimodo. Again, you can see left shoulder hit, the price breaks the previous bottom and didn't return. If the price was to return here, we were be very sure that this is a new trend that is forming. But for now, the price looks very ugly. Let me check. Okay, look now. Also, there is a resistance, and after that it turns into a support here. So there is a possibility that the price returns to this area, which will match with some trend line, and from there to see eventually something like this or something like that. So you do only gold trading. Actually, I am, yes, I mean, at the moment I'm absolutely focused on gold, but initially, of course, my strategies, the things that I'm watching, works on everything. But I found myself some golden zone, which The gold gives me two trades, at least two trades a day, one in the morning, one in the evening. And because I told you I have other stuff to do, I have two children, I don't have the time to observe many currency pairs, so that's why I'm focused on gold right now. Now you can see it starts to form as a rejection from some grab liquidity, but we're going to wait. That's why we don't enter just on breakouts. So guys, tell me in the comments, what do you think? What do you think about the situation right now? Thank you for the good work. Thank you for being with me. Because if you're not in the life, there is no reason for me to do this stuff. Now, I think that if we catch this as a correction, these 4 candles, 3 candles here, I don't know, I'm not sure. Or probably this, I don't look these things, but probably this fair value gap here could be the zone from which we could search for buy positions. Yeah, the bias is really bullish and I think we should look for buy. Yeah, if you watch the analysis from the morning, I told you we are not going to look for sell positions because everything suggests that the price will continue to go up. I just thought that I don't really like entering from here because I want to see some, like here, like some correction, and from there to enter with the impulse. Now it's just in the middle of the impulse and it's really risky because the stop should be, not that it should be so super big, it should be, but it's risky to put it like that. It should be under here and it is more than, it's almost 100 pips, so I don't like it. I will wait for some rejection potentially to here, and if we see a rejection from the trend line, let's say, or from the fair value gap, we could jump into buy. But before that I will most likely wait because I don't want to rush doing some mistakes. Also, let's check the DXY, of course. Yeah, probably if DXY breaks the bottom right now, the gold will continue. Okay, let's wait a little bit. Let's wait for some correction to happen, if it's possible, and we will probably jump into buy. But let's not rush. It would be sad if now the price just continued to go up, but which pair is good for beginners? Less manipulation. I think euro to US dollar is one of the best because it's not too volatile. The movements are very small. You can see these are 7 pips. So probably you can start with euro to US dollar. Okay, I draw something here, but I didn't reach this area. So yeah, probably I will say euro to US dollar. Gold is absolutely not the best for beginners. Guys, this now, okay, creates an engulfing candle. And I think that it starts to look, because we have a resistance breakout test and now engulfing candle. I think it starts to look good for buy. What do you think? Tell me. The stop should be somewhere here, at least under this zone. I don't like buying from here. But let me see. Oh, even the 15-minute candle close is good. Should we try it? Tell me. I think we should wait for the fair value gap. Yeah, I also think that now it would be more like FOMO effect, fear of missing out. So I don't want to fall for these traps. I will stick to the first plan, guys, no matter if it starts to rise. Now I think that first we should wait for some correction to give it power, because you can see GXY also couldn't break the bottom right now, for now, of course. So probably it could make some retracement here, but you have to know that there are situations that because my strategy that I'm using suggests that the entry was here. Of course I missed it because it was too early this morning, and also we could enter a second entry here, but I also missed that because I was heading to the office, because you know that previous weeks most of the movements happened around this time, 10:30, 11. So I didn't expect that the entries would be early this morning. And now if we enter, it would be something like, okay, let's not miss the opportunity. So that's why I think we managed to catch the bias, but we don't have, at this moment we don't have a good entry. So entering right now would be more like a FOMO effect. So, and the stop should be really big. So potentially let's wait for some retracement and enter the trade, or just going to miss it and search for something else to happen after that. Okay, DXY starts to go up. Of course, they are not always in some 100% correlation, but most of the times they're going together in opposite correlation. Also, guys, please again hit the like button on the video, subscribe to the channel. I will start to make educational content, so I will be very grateful. Let's see what we can expect from the news also this week. Today I don't think that this federal budget bonds and stuff will make some huge impact. Also they will be late, so we're not even trading at these hours of the day most of the times, of course. Okay, tomorrow PPI, this will have some impact also from member, but this is going to be late. Of course, guys, I'm watching only the news about which can impact the gold. That's why I'm not looking at dollar news. Core CPI, oh, okay. On Wednesday, as always, there will be some impactful news. Thursday, okay. Thursday, guys, whenever we have so much news in same hour, no matter that they're with 2 stars or something like that, there will be huge manipulations and movements on the market, so we have to be very careful. So Thursday will be very impactful day, very volatile day. And Friday, housing permits, yeah, Friday as always, at the late hours of the day, like previous week. You can see here what huge movements, manipulations after that, huge movements in the both directions. So Fridays, most of the times, we have to be careful on the New York sessions because they create huge movements. Thank you, V. Have a beautiful and blessed day, V. Thank you. You guys also have a good day, but I'm still here. I will give it probably 20-30 minutes more to create something. Meanwhile, guys, if you want, go in my YouTube channel, check, excuse me, this video. I know that the quality is not so perfect and stuff like that, but I will adjust it. I will make it better and better with time. But go and check how to make fundamental and technical analysis properly. And of course, comment, like, and everything that could push the video. Okay. I start to think that today we are not going to have a trade because just because our entries were early. My entries, I mean, because some of you might enter the trades, but my entries was early, I missed them, so now I don't like entering just because I think that the price will go up. This is pretty amateur stuff. That's why I will wait, and even if that means that I'm going to miss the movement. Let me see something. And the other area would be also, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to catch this zone. Yeah, also, guys, I want to tell you something really important, which is you have to know that there are many, let's say, groups, because I'm even part of some groups which are just like buy now, and the price moves 15 pips and they're like, okay, it's flying and stuff like that. Don't fall for this, because they're entering multiple trades in zone, let's say 40 pips area, and they made it look like everything is good and they are in huge profits, but that's not the truth. If you start to trade like them, you will probably be on loss, because they're managing their trades correctly, and also they're entering multiple trades, which if your account is not big enough, it's super risky, because if it hits your stop loss, the loss will be huge. That's why quality over quantity, like you're saying, Christian, is really important, because it's better if you're not sure, like not in the moment, because I'm sure that the price will continue to go up, but the return rate, if we enter now, is not very good, because look, the first possible area of rejection is here to there, is 60 pips. We have to be protected, because the price may return at least under the fair value gap, which is still risky. So if we enter now, the return, the risk reward would be negative, so it's not good. So that's why, if you are wondering, I will not going to enter right now, and I will more likely wait for something to happen. Guys, if you want to ask me something, video when you're getting your Ferrari. Now, if I have to be honest with you, I told you that I had just a second because I'm watching something, but I had the account that I'm managing right now. I told you it is from investor, but I don't want to speak it because it's not good, but I think we are going to have problems with some expectations and stuff. So probably very soon I will make something else, I guess, and it is probably I will start with some $10,000 or $20,000 account, and also together with you guys I will try to scale it to 6 figures. Of course it will take much time, but this will be the long-term plan. What session is inner circle? I trade during London and New York session. Also, guys, now is the moment to tell you that if you don't have a good broker with low spreads, you can go to the description of the video down below and register for Vantage, because Vantage is one of the best brokers. Of course, I work with them and everything is good. You can see last week some of you unfortunately got stop loss hits, but in Vantage it didn't reach my stop loss for half and a pip. Of course, it was more like a luck, but sometimes luck is in the preparation. So Vantage is very, very good broker. When I'm big, I will buy you Ferrari. That's not the most important part. So yeah, if you want to use Vantage, you can write me in Telegram. I will guide you, because there is a 50% deposit bonus. You can start with smaller account and scale it faster with this bonus, which is very good. There is no hidden rules or something like that, which is very good. That's why I'm working with them. Okay, guys. I start to think that with all the money you're making me. Thank you, man. So now we have probably two options. First one is to see a retracement and to enter buy. The other thing is to wait for the price to go over here. and to see eventually some rejection or price to continue to go up. So I'm thinking to end the live because I think that nothing is happening at this moment and I couldn't catch my entries unfortunately today. So I probably going to wait to see whether something will happen, but you can see now the market is still slow and if there is anything I will write it down. This is the situation from this morning. Again, the bias is still bullish. I'm expecting to see the price reach at least, it will first probably break this top, make some retracement, probably something like that, and to reach this area to see whether it will break it or it will make a rejection. You can see DXY is very ugly this morning, not doing much. So I think this will be for this morning, guys. Thank you for being with me and see you later today, guys, and don't forget to watch the videos that I am uploading, the educational content, because it will definitely help you with the knowledge and to gain your experience. Okay, guys, see you later today.